be a bang out on the spot.
Oh,
what?
Meeky.
So you mean you letting them?
Freaky Meeky. That's crazy, dude.
That's not even the end of it. He said,
Bang
how
out.
y'all
Hold on. Bang out on the spot?
on the spot?
That's sick. Because once again, I'm being hated and attacked for presenting new ideas.
Okay, yay.
So I think that needs to be respected and understood and acknowledged.
And it's so toxic that we have to go get Chris Brown.
Yes. Like I have to form.
That's crazy.
I have to form the dark Lightskin Avengers. Like, you feel me? I have to assemble those men now.
This podcast is sponsored by Graffiti Tax Services. For all your tax preparation needs, you can go to graffititax.com. We're going to put the link right here. It should be somewhere. And yeah, you can head to them during tax season. And if you have any financial or tax preparation questions, head to Graffiti Tax Services. They're our new sponsor. Thank you to Graffiti Tax Preparation Services. That's it.
All right, we back at it. All right, so I had a question I want to ask you. I meant to ask you this a few pods ago too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a picture that was going around, and it was a little girl at a barbecue or whatever, like, family kind of reunion or whatever. And she said she different. A burger, hot dog, and a rib is crazy. And people were saying, like, at their, family functions and things like that, they weren't even allowed to touch the ribs.
I don't like that.
That wasn't your experience?
No, not at all. There are some family members that had that, like, oh, kids can't have this rule, but my parents were like, my child is gonna eat what she want to eat. Period.
No, when I was younger, we had the adults ate first kind of thing, where you let all the older people get their food first, and then the kids would get their food, and then that's how we did it. But I don't remember. My
family was generally the other way around.
Oh yeah, the kids eat first.
Yeah,
I heard that
we eat less.
I heard that growing up was like the kids were supposed to eat first, but nah, that wasn't how it was in most of my family functions. And then I don't think anything wasn't allowed, but if you did get some big people food, you had to make sure you finished it.
Yeah,
like you couldn't play with that.
Definitely.
Like the crabs, you couldn't play with. When we had the seafood boils and all that growing up, you had to finish that crab if you was gonna grab it.
And he grew up in Maryland, so they was serious about them seafood boils.
That was part of the culture. Like, you couldn't just, get that off.
Couldn't just dilly-dally.
No way. The shrimp, all that. You had to do it all. So I just thought that was crazy.
At the Haitian functions, the thing would be they wouldn't want the kids to eat the lumbi, the conch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've made lumbi for you. We made it at the bar. It don't matter. But the Haitians be the kids can't eat the lumbi, can't eat the crab. And my parents would be like, are you going to stop me from putting this on my plate and giving it to my child?
Yeah, it has to get physical at that point, right?
I remember there was this one barbecue I went to. It was a Memorial Day. It was for my dad's radio station. One of his coworkers was throwing it. And then we went, and I asked the lady for crab, and then she said no. So I went straight to my dad, and then he had a girlfriend at the time. And then she went straight up there with me and was like, put the crab on her plate.
That's how you do it, though. You got to step up.
And then she
for that.
did.
Yeah, I never had that.
Begrudgingly.
I was the one who ate the food. So it was the adults wanted to sometimes give me their food because they couldn't finish it. That's how I was.
This man is a vacuum, a bottomless pit.
Man.
Been a bitch.
You didn't let just Nas down, nigga.
Literally. Let's get into it because I'm very...
Well, let's introduce the show.
Oh, yeah.
This is Talk FNF TV with your host, Rhetoric, and I'm with my lovely and amazing and wonderful co-host, Miss Reality.
Hi, guys.
All right, let's start. So, I'm ready. I'm thinking I'm going to come into this podcast today on our normal recording night, and I'm thinking, when I hear this first, might delete later, I'm thinking, oh, we got a good one. This is going to be a great week right here.
It was a great album.
It was going to be a great way to start it. I'm thinking... Yeah. I know. Remember I said Dreamville Fest was coming?
Yep.
That was the next thing. I'm thinking, boom. As soon as I hear this, I know what's going on this weekend. Oh, we putting Buddy on the Summer Jam screen.
Yep.
We got pictures. We got memes. We got all that. I'm ready. I'm hyped.
I thought that we were going to get top tier rap.
I thought we was going to get that old thing back.
I thought we were going to get hip hop for real.
I thought we found it. I thought it was going to be the moment And then this nigga went up there and apologized.
Yo, J. Cole went on stage at Dreamville, his Dream Fest.
His own concert.
In his hometown, full of people who support the crap out of him, and then got up there and told us how after he dropped, what is it, the drill,
7-minute drill?
Yeah, that he couldn't sleep for 72 hours.
What? You couldn't sleep?
You're a rapper who rapped, and you couldn't sleep after that?
What is that? I don't understand. And see, this is what it comes down to. And I hate to be this guy in the bearer of bad news, but we can't claim all light skins anymore. All light skins are not created equal.
J. Cole heard that Kendrick song and immediately folded like a lawn chair. Turned over, bent over, and presented his rear end to Kendrick Lamar. He said, Kendrick, where do you want to come?
And we know why. He actually said on the chin. But he said that. He said on the chin.
He said, come on my chin.
But we know why this is going on. Like I said, all light skins are not created the same. Some of us have both black parents. Some of us have a white dad. And the lowest tier of us have the white mom.
Not the lowest tier.
I'm just saying, in the rankings of light skin, that's how it would go.
If you got a white mama, you at the bottom. I'm sorry.
It's as I didn't make the rules. And I try to not claim these brothers like that, the half and halves. I try to put y'all in the biracial category. Like it's biracial and then I'm light skinned. Like I'm a genuine light skin. Like
a fully blooded black man who just happens to be light skinned.
Thank you. Like I don't like when they put you guys Devin Booker, Clay Thompson. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how we give it up. And y'all different. Y'all move different. And y'all do this funny business. The light skins are disappointing. You don't know how often I walk around and I'm told, you know who you look like, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I'm told I look like J. Cole. I don't like it.
On a regular basis. Men have gone up to this man, and told him he looked like J. Cole.
It happens far too often. And now, I feel like anytime somebody says that to me, they calling me a hoe. Because of you, Jermaine.
It's an insult now.
It's really going to be shade. Like, I have to walk around with my face, and unfortunately, it resembles yours. And now I'm going to be the hoe now. I got to go punch a dark-skinned nigga off top right now.
Yeah.
For, like, no reason. You started this. Like, it's now a real war. You have portrayed every worst light-skinned stereotype ever. You shown up. You talk tough, and then when you got on the stage, you folded.
This is literally a part of hip hop, like flexing your muscles, saying you the best, calling out other people who are the best and saying that you're not as good as me and showing everybody why. That's part of hip hop. So when you drop 7 Chambers, amazing. You did what you were supposed to do. Kendrick dropped his song. You were supposed to come back. But then, I don't know, maybe you niggas have had too much therapy.
Too much. It's just too much time talking to somebody in a chair.
Because it was like I don't know how long he was talking on stage, but he was like, aren't y'all all Kendrick fans? We know that y'all have a very like overlapping fan base. Yes, we don't care. I can like Kendrick and J. Cole and want to see y'all kick each other's backs in. I was so excited as a fan to see y'all like fisticuffs, you know? Like I really wanted to see y'all duel, but you ruined it, my nigga. Like that's like a wet blanket on the on the whole situation. It was just so unfun.
The crazy thing about this album too was I'm not a J. Cole fan at all. Like I don't go to look for his music. He's not somebody like I don't want to hear about your first time.
I stood in line for the $1 in a Dream tour.
I was going to go, and the only reason I didn't was because the line was too long.
It was dumb long. I didn't get tickets.
Yeah, so that was the only reason I was going to go. But I was with some people that wanted to see you. It was cool. We saw the Migos that night, so it was all right.
I met Boss and Omen that day though. Shout out.
But it's just I'm not a fan of his at all. But this was like one of the first albums that I listened to of his that I actually was liking. I like the energy. I like the shots all throughout the project. It wasn't just 7-minute drill. Like he had Daylight on there. The Cameron joint was tough. I liked it. A lot of people were saying he already rapped on that beat before, but shit, he killed it on this song.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so much. I was coming
that.
here to actually give him praise, and I'm so glad I don't have to now because I can now remain a
Jermaine hater.
Yes,
remain a Jermaine hater.
it's just sad, man. I hate all the people like Stephen A. Smith and Charlamagne talking about why are y'all trying to make these brothers be on some bull? And I'm like, what are you talking about? They were just rapping at each other. Nobody was gonna fight. They were just gonna put music out, and then they probably could have turned it into a tour or something.
We was not telling these niggas to shoot at each other. Neither of these men are like gangsters by any measure. We just really wanted to see a duel, and y'all took that away from us, and that's shitty.
Drake, if you come with that bull, you going into the. I already know you biracial, but I've been letting you slide. Like I've been letting him walk that on the lightskin tip. It's going away if you don't come with that heat.
Drake, I feel like has taken too long to reply. I know you said he was on tour and everything like that, but like the way that he's completely gone unhinged and unraveled on stage multiple times since this has dropped and has not put out a freestyle, nigga, get in the booth.
They say it's coming Thursday. So
all
we'll
you
see.
nigga, get in the booth, please. God damn it, that's so crazy that y'all are like Twitter fingers on stage, apologizing, therapizing. All y'all is bitches except Kendrick.
Nah, I'm not gonna let
Kendrick
you do that.
got his foot on y'all necks, and y'all are just like flailing and crying and apologizing, and you just letting him fuck you. Y'all just getting fucked.
I'm not letting you do that to the boy. The boy still can come out when he's ready. He can drop his whenever he's ready. Because like I said, this is only a verse. Y'all over here want a whole song from this guy. So just be prepared.
The boy is going to do a little freestyle. Just get something.
The boy is going to hit him up, but it's not just going to be at Kendrick now. It's going to be shots at a lot of people. So don't just you going to get what's necessary for you, Kendrick. Like this isn't what y'all think it is.
Kendrick has been coming at him for too long for him to not be replying.
This next joint is going to be like Drake versus the hip hop universe. Like that's going to be the name of the song. Like on some Marvel shit. Like he's going to be on that. And I think y'all need to be prepared. Now, again, apologizing at your own festival is the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I am just taken aback and I'm appalled at how you just bent over and showed Kendrick your butthole.
Like we got so much issues when it comes to like dark skin, light skin relations within the men and how they thinking we soft and they think they can call us all kind of names. And you just make it all, you validate it all. You make us look crazy. Insane. Like we can't stand up for. Now we got to get Matt Barnes to go steal off. I got to go get a collection. Chris Brown. We got to get the collection going of the light skinned niggas who don't play, and we just have to show.
It's so bad and it's so toxic that we have to go get Chris Brown.
Yes, like I have to form.
That's crazy.
I have to form the dark light skin Avengers. Like you feel me? I have to assemble those men now, because I already got folks trying me in the comments on being light skinned. I'm cool with that. They're haters. But when we out here showing it, we showing our red asses, we can't do that. Red niggas assemble. We got to tighten up, man.
That's really crazy. And then when No Name came at him a couple years ago, J. Cole had mad vitriol for this black woman with a way smaller fan base than you. But Kendrick, after you told him that he part of the big three, you were like, yes, sir, I see you as a peer. Handshake. He said, Puh.
Yeah,
you're not any peer of mine, nigga. I'm better than you. I rap better than you. Everything I do is better than you, nigga. And then J. Cole was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You got niggas LOLing on X. What's up with you, dog?
Bro.
Like, come on, man.
Punch
from TDE just hitting LOL. Like, what is that, dude? Like, come on. Like, see, that's the only time I have to really get on with these niggas, when they start getting jumped by dark-skinned niggas, because it's like, yo, get up off my dude, young. Like, but I'm not with this right now. I'm so disappointed, man. Like,
as far as like the conscious rappers and stuff, like TDE and Dreamville are like, they're the two groups that you would pin up against each other. Like TDE and Dreamville, they both focus on lyricism and like the quality of the music. They're not signing just random people for no reason. They both curated a group of artists for a reason.
And then when you do this, you make the niggas on stage that was like going at dudes look crazy. Like Jid was making little subliminals. He had a little subliminal joint going in there. I know he didn't know you was apologizing. Like, could you imagine that? I'd sneak diss some dudes while I'm on stage for your shit
behind my nigga back.
And you out
behind
here
my
doing
partner,
this.
And then he turn around and apologize.
Craziness. It's insane. It's like,
I'm not coming at anybody crazy for you ever again.
You made the whole team look weak. I can't believe I got a shit on Instagram going crazy saying you was Prince. No, you not. You the jester. Nigga, not Prince. Sorry. That was a disrespectful thing. I apologize.
Yeah.
Like, man.
It's really crazy. And
then, like, you got everybody just going at your top. Like, nobody's showing any mercy. Everybody's saying the same thing. There isn't really much besides the PC people who just trying to get that controversy, just being the opposite type shit. There's nobody else really can just say, nobody can shoot you any bail.
No, because it's not, this is the nature of the sport. This is hip hop. So when you apologize instead, like, it's so, like, we've never seen this before.
Like, he told us he was the best. Like, you've said that multiple times. You said niggas don't want you. And it's like, what are we supposed to do with that? 2
rappers of this caliber have never gone head to head, and one of them just backed away and was like, nah, you got it. Why?
I mean, like, Jay-Z apologized for,
but that was after several shots back and forth. That was after
he said something crazy, too.
That was after we got 2 of the, like, hardest diss records this day.
They said, though, I was looking up some stuff. They were saying, you know, Jay Electronica had apologized to Kendrick before. And then Lupe, they said Lupe apologized. Now, right now, currently on the internet, Lupe is fighting for his credibility.
And then eventually between Kanye and 50 Cent, like, one of them apologized. Niggas always eventually after a while.
But that Kanye 50 Cent was staged. That was marketed shit. That wasn't.
Niggas always dap it up afterwards.
Yeah, dapping it up is not apologizing.
Yeah.
Dapping it up is like you're a formidable opponent. That's what this could have ended in.
That's what it should have ended in.
Like, y'all could have went at each other, and then maybe y'all could have just sold a song together. Y'all could have did a verse together. Or y'all could have did something with Drake, like, or y'all could have just been on smoke.
And then this is just my assumption, but I feel like Kendrick dropped this from a place of like, this is just what we do here. I don't have no hate towards you for real. It's not actual hate. It's just we're rappers and I'm rapping and you just said that all 3 of us are the best. No, all 3 of us are not the best. I'm the best. So it was very normal.
And he was just doing like the reverse of what y'all did.
Yeah, and then he's done that before with Control. Like, I feel like Kendrick once in a while just like to shake shit up. Like, here.
I mean, it's not the
battle
first time.
Me, nigga. Battle me.
He did the same thing. Like, so we said this before. He did on the Keem song, the Baby Keem song.
Yeah, like he just
comes
that.
out on singles and he'll talk shit, but every rapper does.
As y'all should. That's
but
part
now
of
J.
it.
Cole, like, that shit is like, this is really career suicide.
Cole, you cannot talk your shit anymore as validly as you used to.
Like, this is now, and when I say that, it's not like I'm saying he's never going to sell anything. It's just like your fan base is going to stay your fan base. It's not going to exponentially grow. It's not going to be, I don't see much transition going on because, like, it's really just, unless this is like a play to get attached to people, because there's just so much stuff you could have went at with Kendrick. Like, it really was. The fact that you have no features on your albums and went platinum and all that, like,
and you produce all your own beats.
That shit was like something you could have really just went at this nigga head, like, methodically. Mm-hmm. Like, you could have went at some of his little pop features. It was just so much stuff you could have attacked. And just for you to fold your hand, like, you just because you said his album was whack, like, that was the hardest thing you said on him. You didn't say nothing about his kids, nothing about his family. You didn't say his mama look at him different. Like, nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit that could have hurt a nigga heart.
Yeah.
Man, it's just, it's disgusting. And again, like I said, you've been excommunicated from Lightskin. You are now officially biracial. You and Logic can stand together over there. y'all niggas are the same, my brother.
Drake and Pusha T did it correctly. I want you to dig into this nigga's life and bring us some tea that we would not have known. I want the battle to get ugly. I want it to get right before y'all trying to murder each other. Right, the level right under that is where I want you to get to, and then y'all can cool it.
The Taylor Swift bar is just right there, yo. Nigga did a song with Taylor Swift.
Who? Kendrick? Oh shit!
Like it was right there, yo.
Yeah. There was so much shit you could have said.
So much. It was just all right, man. We can get to some rap niggas who were giving us a little energy, yo. Mm-hmm. Meek Mill is sick of Wale sitting down with his men. Like, he don't like that. You taking pictures with his men he dissing, men he care about. He don't like that. Everybody thinks Meek is mad because he took a picture with his op. That's not why he's mad. That picture he took with that white man is why he's mad. Michael Rubin?
Yeah.
That picture Wale with Michael Rubin, he was sitting behind Wale. It looked like he had his arm around his waist.
So Meek Mill is mad because he got replaced as Rick Rubin's little play.
That's what it looks like.
Thing?
That's what it looks like. I'm just saying what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what it is.
I don't want to think that Wale would do that.
He
give me real nigga.
But I'm just saying maybe
very much.
Maybe Mike might just be doing his little sending his mark to Wale. Like he just and Wale don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You know what I'm saying, shout out to Wale, DMV. You know what I'm saying, but I'm just looking at it. That picture was crazy. That man was behind you at an angle, and y'all were at WrestleMania, and it looked like y'all were on a date.
Not on a date.
It just if you look at that picture, it looked like those men were on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Like no lie, like it was crazy. I was sitting there like, what the. That's my DMVing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
DMVing. Shut up.
Like, I'm sitting here looking at my nigga looking sick out here. I don't like that. They was at WrestleMania, whatchamacallit, begging for The Rock to get up. Meek.
Oh, my God. Meek Mill on a weekly basis just embarrasses himself.
It was sick. He talking about niggas think his son think he gay.
Get up.
He said
shut up.
He said his son think he gay.
I saw that tweet. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up so I can read it to y'all because this shit was actually hilarious.
That man said, y'all been saying so much crazy stuff that my son think I'm gay.
And he's
That's
confused
crazy.
about it. Like, that's so, first of all, why would you tweet that? Like,
that's crazy. Why y'all do that to me? Meek's son don't even looking at him like he's squirrely. That's crazy. Like, that would have my heart like so disappointed if I'm a secure straight man and you think that I'm not. What am I giving off?
He said, I don't believe no Diddy story because you were his boy toy. Once they lied about me now. I'm not reading this incorrectly. Meek Mill doesn't know grammar or spelling. Like I think he fell off one of them fucking four-wheelers and got a concussion and just didn't let us know. Anybody try to sexually assault me, it will be a bang out.
Oh,
why
shit.
would you say that?
Oh shit.
Why would you say that?
A bang out?
Why would you? Out of all the words, he said, anybody try to sexually assault me, it will be a bang out on the spot.
Oh,
what?
Shit. Meeky.
So you mean you letting them?
Freaky Meeky. That's crazy, dude.
That's not even the end of it. He said,
bang
how
out.
y'all?
Hold on. Bang out on the spot?
On the spot.
That's sick. Yo, that's a sick hombre.
Anybody try to sexually assault me, it will be a bang out on the spot. How y'all don't know that? LOL.
How y'all don't
I
know
don't
that?
care, but y'all confusing my son. He's 12 with people saying his dad gay. It's sick out here, so fuck it. What?
The fuck it part just confuses me even more.
I'm just what?
Because you said it was a bang out on spot, so then you say fuck it at the end is like, yo, what is you on?
I think he probably meant shootout, but
of
like
course, yeah, I mean,
the
vernacular is not on your side right now.
Why don't you think about words?
I mean, you would think a rapper would be somebody that would think about words.
Anybody try to sexually assault me, it's a bang out. What?
Like, that's not saying it's not happening.
So you mean like you gon' just sexually assault the nigga back?
That's
like,
what I thought.
What it
like,
sounds like.
You gonna get a one up on him.
Yeah.
Yo,
you take my booty, I take your booty.
Oh man, even exchange.
Meek Mill is a verse king.
A switcher.
That's what I got from this tweet. Let's move on.
All right, so there is some civil war going on within the City Girls camp.
Mm-hmm.
More hip hop beef. So It's been some tweets with that too. So this, for what I saw, I was going to start us with JT and Glorilla, but apparently the beef is with JT and Young Miami.
JT and Young Miami have been like from hold on. From the outside looking in as a fan, there's been like weird energy between the two of them for a while on interviews, on the internet, on lives. And it's not surprising that there's like shade and animosity and like pent up aggression between the two of them. And over like yesterday, it came out and we have the tweets. So
Young Miami was off the pink cocaine.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That's what it felt like. She had took a nice little line and just went crazy on the X post. Like some of the stuff she said, a bitch been sneak dissing for me for weeks, and I ain't say shit. What a bitch mad at me for? I ain't jealous of a soul. I'm always like, go bitch, go. I clap for everyone. I show love to everyone. It ain't a bitch I haven't shown love to. Here we go, okay?
So Young Miami thinks that No Bars and Sideways is sneak dissing her. But in both those songs, JT says like something, I'm a city girl, it's city girl shit, it's always city girl shit. I'm a city girl bitch. Like she was not shading Young Miami at all. Young Miami just decided to pull this out her ass, basically. So
she was using her first name too. Jatavia.
She said, for you to come here and try to play the victim is crazy, Jatavia. You have been sneak dissing me for the past couple days. I haven't said shit back to you. You made 2 whole songs dissing me, and I still wrapped your shit with my chest and showed love. So what's the real problem? And then she said, a bitch trying to kick me while I'm down and play into these narratives is dangerous. When I've been nothing but a friend to you, I ain't jealous of a soul. I'm always like, go bitch, go. I clap for everybody. I show love to everybody. And ain't a bitch I haven't showed love to.
So JT had another tweet. I know I come off crazy, but never in my life did no whack shit to this girl. She literally enjoys seeing me being dragged when people show me love. She go crazy. Call it a hate train. But like I said, we can sit and talk about it.
So JT and Glorilla had a back and forth because Glorilla dissed her and then did some like female empowerment shit on the next song, and it was weird. And well, no, Glorilla did that, and then JT called her out. So
let's be for real.
When they were going back and forth, Young Miami tweeted all caps, just LOL. That's all she tweeted when people were like coming at JT and everything.
That's the new shade now.
It
LOL.
is, because
but don't do what really started with her and Glow, slapping rap bitches.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
And then we had a little back and forth about this, because I don't think Glorilla actually slapped JT.
She didn't slap her with her hand. She slapped her with a purse.
Did we? Like, where's this story from?
I mean, this came out. It was like a little rumor on the rumor mill or whatever that allegedly they had got into an altercation, and then JT said that girl never hit me, and then Glorilla, from what I've heard, allegedly, she said, she confirmed that I didn't slap you with my hand, but I slapped you with my bag.
Okay.
And so that's where that kind of came from, and now they trying to, act like that didn't happen. So like I said, I thought that was going to be the more interesting story into this city girl civil war happened.
No, because it's been so much like weird animosity between them that it's more interesting because it's finally coming out. We're like, we knew it.
Oh, yeah, no, we knew it was hate going on. These girls ain't done no music in a while. They ain't been really seen together.
JT has been, it seems, distancing herself from Young Miami, but that's probably because she knew Young Miami was a whole prostitute.
Isn't JT been doing shows by herself, right?
She's been on a tour by herself. She's like so JT basically has been doing a rollout that seems like she's doing like a new artist rollout. She's reintroducing herself to all of us as like a new artist. So she's been doing small venues, she's been doing club promotions, not club promotions, but like club venues. She's out. She's talking to the fans, like in the streets. She's posting on social media a lot. So you can tell that like JT and her team, they're completely rebranding, and she's not a city girl anymore. She's saying she's a city girl in her songs, but like, no, that's just JT.
Now she has to, because you got to remember, when they started going on their early run, it was just Young Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So like she
because
didn't really.
JT was in jail.
Yeah, she didn't get the chance to really do that with the fans.
No.
So this is actually really her first real time to be able to do. She probably was able to get some money behind it, and I think it's just some hating in regards to that too. Like she probably getting more push on her end. Young Miami done messed up. She put her eggs in the wrong basket, so that joint looking
100%. Okay, really quick. So there's Young Miami posted on her Finsta a picture of her and Diddy, and she was hugging him from behind, and she said Bobby and Whitney or something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had it screenshotted. So somebody leaked the picture from her Finsta, and the girls are saying that Young Miami thinks that it was JT that leaked it from her Finsta. Cuz this leaked like right after their back and forth on Twitter. So she posted a picture with fucking Diddy after all that shit and was like, basically, I'ma stick beside him.
She got a ride now. It's too
Yeah.
late. She her name in the paperwork. Pink cocaine.
Yeah, she's there. Let me show you the picture if I can. Look.
I seen the video.
Yeah.
It was wild.
She said Bobby and Whitney. They were crackheads. And then people think that you selling cocaine or whatever, and then you gonna post a picture of y'all and say Bobby and Whitney. Now I think you're a drug dealer and a prostitute.
It's crazy out here. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's a sad sight. So I mean, we're gonna see what this goes into. I hope we get some more bars now. Like, I wish she would have said what bar she was about her. Like, we could have did the lyrical breakdown.
None of the bars were about her. That bitch is fucking delusional. Nothing was about you.
I mean, that would have still been good to
see
what she thought was about her. We could try to see how delusional she was. But I mean, it's just
Sideways was like the whole thing. You could say that the whole thing was about her. I'll pull up the lyrics while you talk.
No, so you said Sideways was?
Yeah, Sideways, the lyrics. You could say that there are a bunch of lyrics in Sideways that might be.
Okay, so a reasonable person could come to that? Okay.
She said, bitch, I ain't friendly. I don't fuck with y'all bitches. Try to take who it ain't enough of y'all bitches. Hoes so phony, got me looking at them sideways. It'll be the same day, motherfuck the old days.
Oh yeah, that's shade.
You could think that was shade towards you. But she ate that shit. She ate no bars and she ate Sideways, and she can rap way better than you, Young Miami. So I don't know.
It's
you need to
tough.
go to Dubai.
Gonna have to call Machine Gun Kelly.
The rest of your career is in Dubai, ma'am. Like, I don't know.
You have to collect all the rest of the bad boys, whoever's left. You gotta whoever on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta put them pins together. That's the only way now. You gotta wrap your way out of this.
At this point, you gotta become a madam.
I don't think that's gonna work.
You gotta become a madam. You gotta be like, what's his name? Taz.
She already posted.
You gotta become the female Taz. Get a big ass house in Miami. Get a bunch of bad bitches that have no money. Put them up in the house. Get a couple of them BBLs and use your connections and be like, come.
You want Young Miami Cabaret?
Come fuck these discreet bitches.
That's what you want her to do, a Young Miami Cabaret?
She don't have no musical talent. She's gonna have to use her personality and everything around her to do something interesting. I think she's gonna have to go into reality TV next. Young Miami in 5 years is gonna be on Zeus.
Or are you gonna have to do a podcast more than once every 5 months?
No. You can't do a podcast because you're not interesting and you don't know how to speak English.
I'm just saying. What is
like
it?
Diddy was buying her them awards.
What is it, like 4 or 5 pods in 2 years? Nigga, I can divide.
That shit is crazy.
All right. Let's stay a little bit on city girl kind of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Simmons' daughter has brought shame to the family.
Ugh, Lord.
So she was seen. What's her name? How do you say her name? It was a little
Aoki.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. So Aoki Simmons. She was seen with Victorio Asaf.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you say his name. This man is a 65-year-old man, and apparently they were having some little fling, I guess, in the islands. And it got caught on tape. And they seen her,
He's
bathing
65
suit.
And she's 21.
And he's, what I'm saying, they seen his old man. I don't know, were they kissing or were they kind of like all up on each other? Like, I know one of them, she was just sitting down, like kneeling down, and he was kind of like off to the side. But they said that they had a little brief romance. That's what the tabloids were saying, allegedly.
Yeah, I can't find the picture right now, but.
Because apparently this morning they said it was over. The tabloids and all that were just saying that, their romance was over. But a lot of people were upset about that.
Because Kimora was concerned.
Was she concerned they weren't together, or were they concerned that they broke up? Like what
no,
was
she
that?
was concerned, which is
with
what
her
they're
choice
making
of men.
It seem like which
Kimora.
was the cause of the breakup.
Okay. We know her history. Like,
do we? I don't know.
She was, her and Russell was together when she was young.
Okay.
Like, this is something that was taught in the family. Like, I understand where it's like, I'm not blaming you for what happened. Like, you was young, you was impressionable, but like, you got the good end of the deal out of it.
So it says Kimora was concerned to see her daughter in that kind of relationship due to what she herself went through.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, but I mean, at this time, she grown though. You was there when you was like 15. Your daughter grown. She even told her daddy she was going to get a sugar daddy.
She said, if you don't give me my inheritance, I'm going to get a sugar daddy.
Like,
so I can continue living the life I'm used to living. And that's exactly what she did.
That comes from in the house. Because when she left Russell, she didn't go to no normal nigga. She went to a scammer. and they scam. That's what Russell mad about. Like, that's what I'm saying. They family is so really interesting when you think about all the BS going on.
Yeah.
Like, they have such a really, really interesting thing. But my thing I want to talk about this is, I don't understand why these women were so upset about this. There was so many people saying this was wrong and all this. For one thing, she grown.
She made that decision
She's
to go
21.
be with that man.
And second, y'all all encourage a culture that promotes this.
We do, yeah. The
Like,
whole sugar daddy, get your money.
I'm not even saying, you can say that. I'm saying to a point where you're saying you want someone to be a high-end provider. Like, you want a lifestyle. When you do that, unfortunately, that goes to older men. The older men are the ones who usually have that kind of, funds to be able to just disseminate like that. They not really worried about what's going on because they know they ain't got too much long.
Mm-hmm.
They spending it for fun. They trying to have a good time. They trying to feel young again. And when you say that's what you want, there's only a small group of men who can provide that kind of experience. So for you to be like, oh, y'all are bad, y'all are wrong, y'all gonna have to change a whole bunch of cultural ideals before y'all say this is wrong, especially when she old enough to buy a drink.
Yeah. Did you see that video of them in the car that she recorded?
Yeah. Did he say something about Mary J. Blige when they was talking?
Oh, I
Somebody
didn't hear
said that. Somebody said that he said something about, Mary J. Blige tried to get with him a while ago.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Like,
From that video, I just got that like she doesn't know how to ask men for things. She was just like, oh, you know what? I like Cartier. And he literally just laughed.
Yeah, I mean, she could tell this was her first rodeo.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you're even doing a live like that while you around him shows you're a rookie.
Yeah, because what are you doing?
Like, that shit was so...
It was cringy.
That shit was wild. Like, you clearly was in over your head.
It was hard to watch.
That's why it was probably more the concerning thing, because it's like, yo, you moving like you new to it. You look real green out here.
Yeah, but she's never actually had to ask for things. She's just had money.
That's true.
She's never had to finesse a nigga into getting her stuff. She has no practice at that. This is her first. It's her first rodeo. So it was just like, it was funny to watch, honestly. And I'm glad that they're not actually together. And I'm glad that Kimora, the story is that Kimora was concerned about this. Because we don't know if she knew about them actually dating. Like, and
Come
also,
on.
Aoki, you have a fucking Harvard degree.
That doesn't mean anything.
What did you get that for? You got that like a year ago. You graduated already.
If it doesn't mean anything. She probably went there to study some type of arts. Like, that's...
She probably did, yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, that ain't nothing. Just because
the girls be going to Harvard so that they can meet men who are going to make six figures.
No, I mean, when you're somebody who has an elite person like that, like when you have an elite father and stuff like that, like you're just going there for the prestige. Like, you just had a certain grade point average. You were probably smart. You probably just didn't have nothing that you really liked.
Mm-hmm.
And so you went in there because your dad's in music. You probably did something close to that, or you probably tried to do something out of the box, but it really wasn't. You really didn't have the foundation for it.
I'm going to see if I can find what degree she got.
I don't believe, like I said, you probably doesn't have the foundation for it because you never really came from that kind of experience or lifestyle of seeing that. You've seen the finished product for the most part. You've seen the fat farms and all that, all that jazz from that. So, I mean, I don't blame any young girl from doing that. I would not be the person to be like, oh, you're wrong for trying to get, some money from an old man.
She got a degree in classics and government. What does that mean? I know what government.
Are you trying to be AOC?
Classics?
You said government. That's what I said.
Yeah, it says classics and government. That's her, like the
Is
full
that like civics or something?
degree that she got. I don't know what that is. Yeah, but that's the degree that she got. Classics and government.
That sounds like a history degree. No disrespect to my history degree folks out there, but that's what that sounds like. Like when you got a history degree.
Yeah, you can't do much with a history degree other than
teach
like
history.
Yeah, or be like a writer.
Like you got to be plugged in for that. But like that's what I'm saying. Most people like her can get those little niche jobs like that. But that was crazy that to see all these people just had this reaction. Like she was fucking 16 and this was going on. This wasn't Aaliyah. It's crazy.
Classics majors go on to become doctors, lawyers, managers, museum curators, business owners, artists, teachers. It just seems like a fancy liberal arts degree.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Like it's just an all-purpose degree where
you can that's what I should have got my degree in.
Civics and government.
Classics and government. I don't know what the fuck that means, but yeah.
All right, let's stay on our girl, man, Tasha K. She back at it.
What hot mess is Tasha K in now?
So she got Desi Banks' ex-girlfriend.
Ooh, yes. I saw that.
So if y'all don't remember the timeline of this, so Desi was on Club Shay Shay.
Mm-hmm.
And on there, you know, he was doing this, you know, cap shit. And he was basically trying to say that his girl wasn't supportive of him on his come up. So he's basically trying to create what they said was a sob story. He told Shannon that everybody kind of had the conversation. He was talking about how he wasn't working. He was just focused on his career, trying to get his, you know, his comedy stuff going beforehand. And I even played a little football. If y'all know his history, he also played a little football. But Tasha K, you know how our girl operate. She not gonna let a story go just one sided.
Nope.
Like, you can't just come out here and just think you gonna just say your piece and that's not gonna be investigated. So Tasha K here with Desi Banks' ex-girlfriend saying that his struggle story was bullshit.
Hold on 1 second. He said before on a Club Shay Shay interview that money wasn't coming fast enough. She told me I needed to get a job. I was crying, blah, blah, blah. So
you ain't out here trying to say, oh, I'm Desi Banks' ex.
Right.
But Desi keeps speaking on you. You are a part of Desi Banks' struggle story on every damn platform.
And he don't have a struggle story.
And he don't have a struggle story.
He was blessed
He was blessed.
to have a me.
Oh,
Doing what I was doing.
that part. Let's go ahead and pull this one.
Because, baby, I was doing the
Having a me is
struggling and
crazy.
the hustling and the getting it out the mud just to take care of the household and invest in his career. He don't have a struggle story. You went from your mama to me.
Let me go ahead and get Naisha's wine. She's ready right now.
The support was real. Before comedy, it was football. Desi want to sit here and say I was not supportive. Before comedy, it was football. I used to take him to practice. When he wanted to go train with Body by Ted, I used to take him over there to Atlanta Sports Complex.
I believe her.
With Body by Ted. When he wanted
Because
to go to
this is
Pantherville
too-
to be working out at the stadium.
No, but she looked like a girl that he could probably pull when he didn't have no money.
All this, she wasn't
Like, that's what I'm saying. This looks
I'm just,
believable.
she has too many details for it not
How
to
long were
be
you guys together?
true.
From 2013 to 2019. You sit up here, you tell all these lies about me. How could you have loved me? Especially if the world knew exactly how much of a real person I was to you and what I've done for you. There's no way you could possibly love me. Because the ball was in his court. You didn't do right by me, so I left. So when people want to say,
sense.
oh, I bet she's punching the air now. You know, she trying to spin a block. I never want to spin a block. Like, when they know the truth.
No tornado around here, nigga.
Why would I want to spin a block? I wouldn't bat an eyelash at Desi Banks. I'm good, sir.
At Desi
I'm the one
Banks.
from the very beginning, and I'm the one that you dogged out.
All right, winos, if you enjoy shows
No, you ain't
like
fucking, you ain't adding on our shit. Hey, I like the smoke she was coming with.
Yeah.
I was with that. I'm not mad at that. So it sparked a conversation on X, and I'm gonna go through because I end up getting a lot of hate for my opinions because once again, I'm being hated and attacked for presenting new ideas.
Okay, yay.
So I think that needs to be respected and understood and acknowledged. So I just want to bring this up here. Let me see. Where is this at? People were killing me on this. God dang, where did I have it at? Give me 1 second.
Go ahead. I don't think this was a terrible take, though.
I don't think it was my worst. All right, so it started from RVA Reed. He said Desi Banks' ex-girlfriend said he went from football to comedy and lived with her, drove her car, never paid any bills. The she never supported my dream was probably her asking him to get a job and contribute to the bills. Nigga be thinking the world is against him.
Niggas do be thinking the world is against them when you just trying to
Niggas,
support
the
them.
world is against us as black men. First off, let's talk about that correctly.
Oh my God.
So then I said, unfortunately, a career in entertainment requires your 100% commitment. A job could mean missing out on an opportunity. If that's your partner, you just have to hope you're making the right gamble.
Yeah.
And I got 182K views and a lot of people kicking my back in.
I don't think it's a crazy take to say that, like, when you're in entertainment, you're gonna have to make sacrifices in other parts of your life.
Like, for real. Like, you're going to have to, like, you have to commit to it. And when I say commit to 100%, that means that has to be your end goal be all. So sometimes, like I said, you could, have a little gig or a 9 to 5 and then you get a call. Now you got to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You go to that appointment or that whatever that opportunity is, you lose that job, you don't get that opportunity because of whatever happens or it doesn't pan out the way you think it's going to pan out. Now you back to square one. So why even put that pressure on yourself to have that if you have an opportunity where someone can? It's cool. They didn't have no kids. Like if she would have held, this isn't a rare story. People try to act like, folks who were working and providing for themselves, what was the norm. But there's a lot of people. Kenya Barris, he talks about it a lot. His wife was 100% supporting his lifestyle while he was trying to get on.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Epps, I believe, even said that too. Like that's not a not normal thing. Like if you really want this and you want to be excellent, everybody can't do the split half. Some people have to really be in it 100% to get 100% out of it.
People call it struggling artists for a reason. When you're on your way up, you're gonna struggle and you're gonna need support.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then your girl Lex responded.
My girl from Poor Minds.
She said,
shout out to Lex.
I kept my full-time job until my pod was able to sustain my lifestyle. Go to work.
She talks about that regularly, having a job at European Wax Center and being afraid to let go of her consistent income for the podcast, even when the podcast was growing more and more.
But
Drea quit before Lex did.
I think, and also too, I think what was people missed on that was like doing a podcast can be very low budget, low
maintenance,
low overhead and all that. Like you can have a lot of that in regards to being able to do, and especially the type of show they do, where it wasn't like they sitting here got to read 25,000 books. To do their show.
Their show started as Wind Down Wednesdays. It was just them on the floor in Drea's room recording, just the two of them. So it didn't take a lot of money, and you only needed a couple hours of time. So you could have a full-time job and still do what you were doing, Lex.
And then when you're thinking about somebody
both of us do,
somebody like Desi, you know what I'm saying? He's doing skits. Even with the football is a commitment in and of itself because you got to get up in the morning, work out. You got to make sure you're eating right.
Practice.
Like working a job can make you eat bad because you getting only a 30-minute break, 45-minute break sometimes, maybe an hour, but a job that he probably going to be working not going to give him an hour. Now he got to go somewhere and get the food. Like that takes time, effort, all that kind of stuff when you can be out doing what you're doing, working, getting those, workouts in, all that kind of stuff. That stuff takes real time and commitment. Like you don't get to be great. That's the reason why that shit usually starts when you're young. Usually why a lot of people try to work on your craft while you're a kid is because you can really commit to it.
Yeah, if you're trying to be like an actor or something, for example, like you can't control when audition times are, when call times are. You can't control like when you're going to get called for something, and you have to make the decision, do I show up to my 9 to 5 today, or do I call out, risk losing this job, and go for this maybe temporary money?
And then people don't even talk about the fact that what your job can be draining your creativity.
It could be. Because I had a full bathing suit line that I conceptualized, designed, sketched, did all of the things for, right? And I work full time. And after you get home from work, like you really have to like tell yourself that your quality of life is going to be lessened. You're not going to get as much rest. You're not going to be able to put time into what your romantic relationship, your social life. You're going to have to take away from a bunch of other parts of your life so that you can focus on keeping yourself afloat and pumping as much into your passion as you possibly can. It is hard, which is why not a lot of people do this shit.
Or if they do it, it's not to the capability that even they want to do it.
Yes, and it's easy to get burnt out.
Like people were talking about Willow Smith because I guess she's doing like a rock album or something coming up. And somebody had a really good tweet that I liked, and they was just basically like, she's not good. She just can focus on something longer than the rest of us. Like if we all had the time, we could be great at stuff too. But we have to do all this other stuff on our daily basis just to maintain our lifestyle. She doesn't.
It seems like she's grown vocally a lot because she has vocal coaches and she can spend all of her time training. She knows how to play different instruments because she's grown up rich and she's had the resources to pump into random passions and stay with those passions. She's never had to stop doing something because her parents can't afford the practice anymore. Yeah.
She couldn't have to make a decision between her time going to this so she can eat and live her life or just have a something of a life or focusing on this project that may not make any money, that may not go into anything.
Yeah, she didn't have to come home right after school to take care of siblings because the parents were at work. Like, that's not something she had to go through.
And that's why, it's like I said, it's not hate when we say that. It's just a real reality for people that's living life. Like people get so drained from their mundane jobs at that they can't really have that creativity.
You don't have much left. Like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just a human thing. Like, you have only but so much energy and willpower.
Yeah, your reserves are so much, and everyone's reserves are different.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, yeah, I understand if shit tough and it's rough and y'all gotta both do it, then do it. But if you have the opportunity, the ability to provide a decent lifestyle that maintains this other person while they able to really grind, just like that Tyler Perry movie with Taraji, where he was a super genius and just had to focus in on that battery and made billions of dollars off of that.
And all she had to do was hold it down for another year.
If you believe in the person, like, at the end of the day, it comes to not just love, but you got to believe in the person. If you don't believe in them, then yeah, you gonna make it, it's always gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
But if you truly believe in it and you've seen this person have it, and he just needs that opportunity and that time, hey, you just gotta hope you took the right gamble. Like I just said, like that's at the end of the day, you gotta hope you made the right gamble. Because sometimes you do and sometimes you don't.
Real quick, I know this is off topic, but in that movie, I think the payout that she got was more than enough.
Oh, what?
For all of the time and suffering that she put into that relationship, and it was really crazy.
Like she got her house paid off.
Yeah,
and she got some cash.
Yes.
Like he
enough
set her straight
so that she could live luxuriously.
Yeah, she could have got little young boys and everything. She could have been straight. I mean, young like as an 18. She could have got not children.
18. Young as in 25.
That too.
Because when you that age, you.
Sometimes you want a little rabbit to knock the webs out.
Hypothetically, if I was single in my 50s, if I was getting a young man, he wouldn't be 18. He would be 26.
Some girls like to teach.
He'd be 26.
She could have felt like she was starting. That's when she met bro. Remember?
You still teaching a 25, 26-year-old as a 50-year-old.
But at 18 though, you got more vigor, So I could definitely see her going with the 18. But no, I just thought it was just crazy, just that people were attacking me the way that they were. Like they made me seem like I didn't have a job. I thought they were coming at me.
People were internalizing it, and they were like, "No, I can do this."
But everybody kept talking about their family members and stuff that's doing. I'm like, yo, what do their projects look like? What do you think their projects could look like if they went 100%?
If they stopped giving a fuck about the family and just fully focused on the passion.
I remember I was working a movie one time, and it was like a little independent film, and folks was just talking about stuff, and they asked me, did I have a job? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you got a 9 to 5? Like he said it looking like crazy. Like that was appalling. Oh wow, when he asked me that, and I was like, yeah, I do. I just take my time off to do these gigs when I get them or whatever. He was like, it's gonna be a long walk when you do it like that. But it is. It's a tougher walk when you take that. But it's like you make a whole lot of more different decisions. You make totally different decisions when you have to have responsibilities. Like with me, I had responsibilities since I was young. So you have to make. You can't do a free internship. You got to work your job so you can stay there. Like even when I was in school, I had the opportunity to do an internship or I had to take a class that could be the same thing. I had to take the class because the internship didn't pay.
I was trying to find something because I'm trying to find his name, but there's this TikToker that I enjoy very much. He does crime stories, and then there'll be AI photos, and it's a lot of work. Huh?
He's really popular.
He's super popular. Every single one of his videos gets millions of views. He's like this. He's brown. I don't know which type of brown he is, but he's brown. But he posted a video I saw it today, and he said that each video is probably no more than 5 minutes, but it takes him 16 hours to do each of them. And he literally said that he is not having children. He is not having children because of the fact that he wants to focus all of his time on his content creation. And obviously it's paying off because everything that he does has at least 1 million views.
Yeah. That's why unfortunately you got to just see when it comes to this, it takes a lot of degree of selfishness. I remember a friend and I were talking about LeBron, and he was saying oh, it's cool that LeBron, he still gets to be with his family. I don't think it's selfishness.
I think it's tunnel vision.
No, it's definitely selfishness. You have to be. But because he even spoke to it. But when we talking about LeBron, he was saying it's cool that LeBron, you see him with his kids and still doing his. It's that ain't what you think it is. He has to sacrifice a lot because now his kids are in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what all 3 of his kids and all his family look like. They know where they generally are doing because they're also in the light a little bit. So you have to sacrifice that. And he even said it on his
William
show.
Johnson is his name, the guy I was talking about.
But yeah, he even says that on the show. He was talking about like, it's like I come in, I do my work, I wake up, all that, go to practice, all that stuff, and I come home, and it's like, no, I need to be away. I need to rest. I need to do all of my things so that I can go up and do it the next day. And it's just like family has to be on the back burner, unfortunately. And that's just what it comes to when you committed to anything in life. It comes second. You just have to put yourself in the mindset of they're going to have a better lifestyle because of it. We may not have the relationship that would be dope, but the lifestyle that comes from my efforts is going to be how I try to, exchange that time.
And you gamble your family resenting you because of that. Because you don't know whether your family will value the lifestyle more than they're going to value just you being around actively.
Yeah. I mean,
because
it's all a gamble.
Yeah, it is. It's a very big gamble because your kids could have all of the things in the world and resent you as a father or a mother because you gave them a bunch of stuff. I have all the bags. I have the things. I have the roof over my head. I know how to play violin, piano, speak Spanish, and Mandarin, a bunch of stuff, but I don't know who the fuck you are as my mom or my dad.
I mean, it happens.
It does, yeah.
But hey, it's when folks start putting tweets out saying, "Hey, he's a good defender. He's a solid player. He's gonna make it to he's gonna be a draft pick." You kind of be like, "Hey, appreciate that, pops," because we know Bronny. That's crazy. You seen that he going into the draft?
Yeah, I saw that.
So he's basically, we'll stay on this for just a little bit, but he just put his name in the draft, but he's also has the ability to come back after he does like a little evaluation with the league. But I think he's going to stay in. I think they're going to pick him up.
Probably. My coworkers were talking about how the couple men that I work with, we're talking about how LeBron is probably going to retire soon. And then I was like, if Bronny is going into the league, didn't you mention that like LeBron wanted to play with his son? So if there's a way that LeBron would play with Bronny, I think LeBron got like 2 more years in him.
Yeah, I could see him doing it like where he may play a year with him and try to retire after that year he plays with him and just try to get him a contract where he gets like a 2-year deal where he can then the next year have an opportunity to try to, stay in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy. Like, because if you just look at him, one is the condition he had, the heart condition he had. So we do want to hope he gets better from that. But that's a knock. Most guys, when stuff like that happens, your league discussion kind of, you go to the side.
Yeah, but you're LeBron James's son. So it doesn't matter what happens to you.
Also, too, as a person who wasn't a high performer on the court, when they say that you're just a good defender and you bring energy and all, that means you suck. Just saying. That's what they're trying to say.
If you're not scoring points.
That's what they want to see. So when they saying that, that's just code for you not that good. Mm-hmm. So they going to have to really change the narrative and really say some real good stuff about him. Because I think, like I said, I seen him play in person. I went to him. He was in Georgia. I watched him and his brothers play. When his younger brother was playing, not impressive. He's gotten a lot better. But when Bronny played, the one thing I kept saying was he's not a force. And what I meant by that was like he doesn't bring it every time. Like you don't feel his presence like you would a top player. Mm-hmm. You just don't feel that every time. He just didn't come down with that every play. Even when you don't get the ball, you feel like the energy, the defense shading his way and all that kind of stuff. That stuff wasn't happening with him. So like I said, I think he's going to get in for his dad's sake, and hopefully just I just don't want to see that be like a bad turnaround for him, where it's like, oh, all this pressure on me, and then you just crash out. Like, that's the worst possible outcome for it.
Go back to the work, because I did see where you were coming. You said you want to retire, and then you came back.
Yeah.
So what was that transition like, and why did you decide to come back, even if it's for a brief moment?
Well, no, it's because finances. You
quick
have
pause,
to.
quick
the
pause,
moment
quick
that
pause, quick pause.
you go through this.
What platform is he on right now? Who is this lady?
I have no clue. I'm not familiar with her.
Like, what the fuck is Terrence Howard doing?
Talk. That's what it's called, Straight Talk.
Okay, continue.
6-year criminal tax
Already
investigation.
confused.
Yeah. Spend $3-4 million defending yourself, and then because it's just paying money to lawyers, and so that their whole thing is to bleed you out.
Right.
Now, a fascinating thing. It'd be 2 points. I had an issue with Fox and Fox and Disney
Mm-hmm.
because the image that you see for Hustle and Flow for Empire, that
Okay.
profile,
Mm-hmm.
that came from a still shot on from Hustle and Flow.
Mm-hmm.
They took that, flipped it, and put it on everything, made a trademark of it, sold it around the world, didn't ask my permission.
Are you serious? Wow.
You probably signed
It's
and
like-
agreed to that in your contract, and they didn't need to ask your permission. Dumb nigger.
I really wanted to discuss what he was talking about here.
Real quick, let me tell you. Academy Award nominated actor has been pursued by the Justice Department for over a year for non-payment of $578,000 in an income tax bill from what he owed from 2010 to 2019. It was less than $100,000. I mean, less than $1 million. Like a little bit over $500,000.
Now that's what it's at now.
Yeah, it's $578,000.
Yeah, they don't play about that shit, dog. But no, I was saying I want to discuss what he was talking about, but as y'all see here right now, the hair that this nigga had on his head.
He was ordered to pay $1 million in judgment.
A word.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Again, I want to talk about what he. I would love to get into that, but again, the hair. I think you're wholly distracted by the wrong part.
Okay, because I had already processed this in my mind.
Why do you have a Tyler Perry wig on, my
what
nigga?
What the fuck is happening right now?
That was the crazy part. Like, I'm like, fuck the nigga tax problems.
Right?
Nigga. The
I'm
nigga
talking
is
about
gone.
The wrong shit.
You're off a lot of bases.
Off.
This nigga is gone.
This nigga got the Tyler Perry no part wig, the Farrah Fawcett flip with the caramel blonde. Like, what is happening,
And
Terrence Howard?
then it's got like a little wave joint going on in the back. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, what's going on?
Why were you wearing that, Terrence? We're gonna put a picture of him up.
I already
here.
said that.
Okay, because
This is sick hombre. I said Meek was sick. This is a real sick dude right here.
It was the flip.
This-
It was the flip right here, and then all of it just flipped.
He looked like he's trying to be a like Lucius and Cookie combined. Like he looked like he merged them two characters together.
He looked like he's trying to be his character from Hustle and Flow because he was a pimp.
That he do look like, bro.
Yeah.
You are bringing that back. That's exactly what I think he's trying, since he said something about the image. He trying to make sure y'all remember that was me in Hustle and Flow with the perm.
Part of me thinks that he wore this dumbass wig on this interview to make it go viral.
Had to be. Like, he definitely did Shawty a solid, because I would have never looked at this if it wasn't for that.
Because I cannot imagine Terrence Howard putting it on and be like, yeah, I'm going to kill him with this one. I'm going to kill him with this one.
They not ready for this one.
No. He was like, this shit looks stupid as hell. They going to drag me and this interview's going to go viral.
I knew Terrence was gone a long time ago, though. This nigga got his own math. You know there's a Terrence Howard proof out there that he wrote and he even presented in front of like a real group of college kids?
What does that even mean?
A proof is like mathematic, like formula that you create, that you use, like, you know, particular rules and stuff like that.
What was the mathematic formula geared towards? Like, what was it solving?
Well, his theory was 1 × 1 = 2. No lie. He said if you got one of a thing, it's 2. That 2 things right there.
If you multiply one thing by one thing, it equals one thing. Like, where does that math come from, Terrence Howard?
My boy
That's
said,
that same math that you was doing to your taxes, which is why the IRS is after your ass. Because what does that mean?
that's what he was doing. Like, that's what it say. 1 × 1 = 2. There's a whole video. It's like an hour long. You can watch this.
Can you remath math?
Like, basically, but what he's doing is he's just taking away certain principles that have already been established, and he's trying to ignore all that when you hear this conversation. He tried to do
You can't do that.
he be trying to do like some supernatural shit, but you gotta expect this from a nigga who daddy killed Santa Claus.
Excuse me?
Oh, you don't know?
What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean, Rhetoric?
So you've never heard of the Santa line Slayer?
Santa Line Slayer?
The Santa Line Slayer. That's Terrence Howard's dad, Tyrone Howard. This nigga was in a line.
First of all, his first name being Tyrone is just highly problematic and stereotypical. Continue.
So it was when he had took little Terrence to the mall to be, in the Santa. I think either the Santa was going on break or something happened, and he gets into an altercation with the Santa, and he kills the Santa and goes to jail. This was all over the news.
He watched his father stab a man to death when he was 2.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, this Santa line. This was all over the news.
That is crazy.
They coined this nigga a name. That's how you know you was doing some shit. When they give you a nickname,
yeah.
the Santa Line Slayer.
Oh my God.
No lie. This is what I'm saying. Once I learned that about bro, and I knew he was doing his own math, I was like, oh yeah, that nigga off.
He only served 11 months in prison.
Yeah, he was in and out.
You can stab someone to death and only get 11 months?
And at that time.
How does that work?
I think they may have tried to say it was like some self-defense going on in there
They
too.
used Terrence Howard's math to sentence his father.
That's why he think 1 × 1 is 2.
Yeah. Because what? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that though. When I saw that, everything made sense to me after that.
The weapon was never recovered.
See, that's what I'm saying. Probably wasn't a lot of evidence from it and all that. They just was able to knock him down for that. But Santa Line Slayer, yo, is there. Look it up.
Wow.
Shit's crazy.
That's crazy. You learn something new every day.
But
Terrence
it also happened
Howard,
back in the day too. So that's probably why he didn't get as much time. Like that happened like Terrence, like you say, he was 2 years old. That nigga like almost 60 years old now.
Yeah, it was 1971. But a black man in 1971 murdered somebody. He would get more time back then than he does now.
It just depends, like what the cases of, and it could have been killed. I don't know if the Santa was a black man or not, but
it was in Cleveland, Ohio, so probably a black man.
So it's just crazy. Like Terrence Howard is a wild boy, yo. Like he come from.
He died though. The Santa died.
Yeah, killed that nigga. Slayer, nigga. They ain't calling you the Santa Line Stabber. That nigga was a slayer, nigga. Oh shit. I tell you, the nigga was a slayer, dog. Nigga was fucking Jason Voorhees for the Santa. Real shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I just don't feel like folks talk about that enough. And I like to, hey, my slogan, I remember.
Folks don't talk about that because folks don't know that, and you just know a bunch of random nonsense. Like, that's why. People don't know that to remember it.
Hey, I know a nigga when he make his own math, and I know it when a daddy out here spinning blocks on niggas. So I know where that's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
God damn.
Let's get into
what we got next.
So Candace Owens has been beefing with Ben Shapiro. So last time we talked about Candace, we talked about her with the whole Diddy thing. She was right about that.
Mm-hmm.
She was coming through with a lot about that. So shout out to Candace for that. And then she got fired. After her appearance on Joe Budden's podcast and The Breakfast Club, she then gets fired from the Daily Wire.
Uh-huh.
She then challenges Ben Shapiro to a debate on a neutral platform. And right now we have her and Ben going at it, and she's also winning because a lot of the conservative people are not on Ben's side.
Ooh.
Because, he's a supporter of Israel, and right now that is not being, usually if you support Israel, you're looked at a certain kind of way.
They
right
say
now
Andrew
in the
Schultz
side.
should moderate between Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens, and I would watch that.
That would be
The
crazy.
only way I would watch that is if Andrew Schultz moderated, because he is very unserious and he's not on either of their sides.
Andrew Schultz would be funny. Andrew Schultz or Andrew Tate. I would want either one of those.
Andrew Tate needs to be buried under the jail.
Top G. So the thing is just funny is because Ben Shapiro has basically been getting exposed throughout this whole process. It's been shown.
Oh, tell me.
It's been shown where he's been saying, "Oh, we're not worried about your feelings. We're about facts. We're about this and that. This is free speech, free speech, free speech." And then as soon as somebody says something about Israel, now that free speech goes out the door. Now, when it's time to talk about your people, it changes. The conversation is no longer free speech. We start labeling people names. What you said, oh, that's what the left does. You start acting like a snowflake. What you said, that was the left does, Ben. It's all coming out here. Again, This is easy. He even said in another interview, Israel can take care of herself. This is a while ago. He said Israel can take care of herself. Now he's saying, it's poignant that America supports Israel now. Again, the conservatives are not fans of Israel. That's one thing the left and the right, for the most part, have been agree on.
Is it?
Is the support of Israel. Yeah, a lot of people on conservatives do not want support of Israel. A lot of people on like the far left do not support Israel. Like, that's part of the conversation. And for him,
why has the United Nations still not stepped in to do anything to stop Israel then, if generally...
Just because that's what the people want doesn't mean what the people, elected officials, want. We all know that there are part of a death cult. That shouldn't be the case,
but yeah.
Like, if y'all aren't aware, the people who you voted for are all religious nut jobs who are in a death cult, who are trying to get Jews to Israel so that their coming Messiah will come back for the second time. I just want y'all to know that. That's going on right now.
I think the main reason why TikTok is being banned now by the government is because of the fact that the youth in America, younger people in general from like 35 younger, do not support Israel. We support Palestine, and we don't support the genocide of the Palestinian people. And I think that's because everything was made very apparent to us on TikTok that the Palestinian people are the ones being attacked. Yeah. And Israel are the people who are being the aggressors.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They even, I don't know how true it is. They said they were trying to sell TikTok to a Jewish American company. Like, there was a lot of that kind of discussion going on too, because they told them you either had to sell it or, get rid of it. But Ben Shapiro has been the lead character in all of this. Like, you have been exposed, my nigga. Like, it's done. It is over with. Like, your base they already thought you were a dweeb. But now that you have shown them and gave them a reason to, the only thing you can hope for is the fact they don't want to support Candace because it's a black woman. That's the only thing you can hope for.
You could hold on to that hope, and you could probably
she got them crackers by the balls right now.
She does?
Yo, she got a Patreon where she's starting off at like $100.
Well, you know what? I have very weird opinions about Candace Owens because obviously she panders towards a conservative audience, and I don't love that. But if this is a calculated money play and she doesn't believe all these things at all, and she's actually, can you see who she's voted for?
No, you can't see anybody who's voted for.
Okay, that's not public record. I thought who everyone votes for is public record.
She's a foreigner, so that's why she doesn't know that. But no, your vote is discreet.
Okay. So I hope that Candace Owens is pandering towards the conservatives and voting independent every time.
Well, no, what it is you can put your name under, I'm a Republican or a Democrat or whatever like that, but you don't have to vote that. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't think that she's pandering to. I think she believes a lot of the shit that she said. Like the shit Ahmaud Arbery, when she said that he was a thug and all that other shit. Like when she said he wasn't supposed to be there and all that. Like I believe she believes that shit. I believe she wholeheartedly is on that side. I just think she's disingenuous and she'll manipulate and use half truths and half story. Like, remember when I was telling you about that transgender story about the French person? The French prime minister wife?
Yeah.
The whole time, if you listen to what she says, it's all her speculation. She's just taking some articles from other people who are on the same shit she on over there and just trying to sprinkle in her speculation and thoughts. Like, they even said, this is a picture of her as a baby. She said, I don't think so. Like, she know the bitch. I don't think that's her. I think this other picture is her. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, this is all coming from your head.
Yeah.
So, again, I don't mind when she get her shit off. I just don't like when she's being disingenuous and she's not trying to stay consistent. And that's what a lot of these conservatives do, a la Ben Shapiro. Y'all say a lot of stuff, but when it's time for y'all turn to live y'all truths, y'all niggas don't live y'all raps. None of y'all do. And that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, please be consistent, because if y'all was being consistent, maybe y'all would get more people on y'all side in a real way instead of just the racist people.
Mm-hmm. Did you got all your shit off for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just really quickly mentioned independent. I just wanted to quickly ask you, have you come across Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
Of course, that fucking robot talking nigga.
I know. I've seen him on TikTok a lot today.
I was on the Breakfast Club and I had to. Yeah, that nigga.
He's
My bad, I'm sorry, that's
running
fucked up.
he's running independent. He was an environmental lawyer for a while. All of the comments on his TikTok are like, is this hope? Like he has like 25% of like all young people's votes right now. Like I think it's very interesting. His running mate is an Asian woman.
Yeah, I saw that too. He did do that.
And then he's
very performative though. Like a lot of his shit's performative.
He sounds like Trump, but like flipped a little bit.
If Trump was a robot.
Yeah. Well, the voice thing and everything, whatever. But like his rhetoric and like what he's saying, it sounds like Trump. He sounds like he's saying the elitist this and the elitist that. He's taking the same like main talking points and he's flipping it to appeal to a younger demographic instead of like the old white people that Trump was trying to appeal to. And I'm very excited to see how this works, because I think America needs an independent president. I think we need to shake it up a little bit. I think I think that the youth needs to come out in hordes and just shock everybody. And an independent candidate needs to win. I think that would just be interesting. So that's all I wanted to say about that. It seems like there's I don't trust any type of white man in politics, but he's not a career politician. He's a lawyer, but still he's been in in the around the White House and stuff for all of his life. So we'll see what happens with this, but it seems like there's like somebody that is trying to make our lives as young people a little bit better.
And we need to talk about bioweapons. The level, I know a lot now about bioweapons because I've been doing a book on it for the past 2.5 years, and
I mean, I have a better video.
The technology that we now have to develop these microbes, we've put hundreds of millions of dollars into ethnically targeted microbes. The Chinese have done the same thing. In fact, COVID-19, there's an argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 attacks certain races disproportionately. The races that are most immune to COVID-19 are because of the structure of the genetic structure, genetic differentials among different races of the receptors, of the ACE2 receptor. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. But we don't know that.
Like Ashkenazi Jews have a different genetic code than like other white people? What does that even fucking mean?
Hey, when I saw that, I said, bring back the Kennedy curse.
That's crazy. I didn't see that at all, because all of the other videos I saw of him, he seemed very competent. Let me play one really quick. Like this was this was the first video I saw him like trying to get the young people in general.
Everybody, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I'm an independent candidate for President of the United States. If you're under 30, you probably know my name, but you may not know.
Fast forward.
He was the same, is that your generation and that of your children will have the same opportunities for dignity and enrichment and prosperity and good health as the communities that earlier generations of Americans gave to my generation.
So he sounded different in this video. He sounded way less incompetent. He sounded a little bit faster. Maybe they sped up the way he was talking, honestly. But I still like his talking point. That I didn't like. I didn't like that. But all the stuff on like his platforms officially and all that stuff, I did like. So I can't vote anyways. So I don't know. We'll see.
But nah, that was fun. It was just, I didn't even know you was going to bring that up, but I had that in the tuck because I was like, as soon as you said his name, let me bring this up.
Yeah.
Clown ass nigga it's only here to go after white and black people. I'm like, what nigga? But the Ashkenazi Jews, which are white people, cosplaying Semites.
Like, Jewish people are white.
All right, so before we get into this next topic, I want to give an update on Young Thug trial. So did you see what happened?
There's been a lot of mess. I'm not a lawyer, but on TikTok has been keeping me updated on all of the Young Thug fucking buffoonery.
So there was a witness who was on the stand, and they were asking her some questions, and basically she revealed that the investigator was trying to fuck her.
What? I didn't see that.
Yes.
I didn't see that at all.
Yes. This investigator was trying to sleep with the witness that they were talking to. She basically, he even lied when she basically said he lied and said that she told the judge to kiss her ass when she didn't say that. She said she wanted to talk to the judge and to call her the next day. And they show all the messages and everything about them going forward. He was like, yo, you trying to, get together, not on some business type stuff, he was trying to fuck her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was so nuts. I saw that. And my chest started. I was like, yo, Fanny, just wrap it up. It's over with. Let's wrap it up.
This case has been going on
y'all got
this is day 57 of the trial. So the most recent update has been day 57 of the trial. I'm not a lawyer, but on TikTok, she has been doing the most amazing job at covering this case because it's a mess. This is her most recent.
But D'Angelo White was back on the stand for day 2 of his testimony in the YSL trial, and it wasn't much better than yesterday. I'ma just run the clips. For context, the state is initially asking D'Angelo about a phone conversation that he had with detectives. At some point during that phone conversation, the detective tells D'Angelo he's going to come pick him up, and so the questions will start to be about the alleged conversation that happened in the car after investigators picked D'Angelo up.
Yesterday, I had asked you to recognize that we're in the courtroom. You remember that, right? You know Little Rod, right? You're friends with him?
I don't know nobody in the courtroom right now.
So you're not tight with Little Rod, no one from growing up in Cleveland Avenue?
I don't know it, man.
You didn't, you don't know all.
This entire court case, I'm not a lawyer, but she's been doing a great job at updating us. The entire court case has been the witnesses being like, I don't know what that is. I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't know what. Nope. I was high. It's a mess, the entire thing.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. Fanny, you already got the little nigga with his wife situation all messed up. Mm-hmm. You got him all embarrassed. We over here laughing at his ass. Mm-hmm. You over here paying for dick for him.
Excuse me?
She gave him $700K, apparently. That was in the articles. She gave him that's how much money he got to be the job that she hired him for. That was the whole scandal.
Why is this trial still happening? It should have been a mistrial.
Because she's trying to
while ago.
Because she's trying to push herself up. Again, I'm not saying these young niggas don't need to go to jail. Y'all just got to do a better job at it. But she's trying to push her profile up with this Trump shit and the fucking
but it's not working because I feel like she's not going to be able to work anymore after this.
No, she fucked up. The people that's talking ain't trying to talk the same way anymore. And the Trump shit is exposed her with this. So it's like with the nigga they hired for the Trump case. Mm-hmm. So it's just it's bad.
It's a mess.
It's bad. All right, let's kick some niggas back, son. All right, fresh and fit. Y'all niggas got to come to the stand, dog.
Oh my God, y'all are literally
it's
most
sick.
pathetic prototype of nigga that could ever exist on the face of this fucking planet. Y'all have mad vitriol, big ass balls, loud and wrong all the time. Not to mention both of y'all are generally just ugly niggas. But let me stop doing that because I keep calling people ugly and getting off topic. But let me just start off by saying y'all are ugly. Continue.
So the new scandal with these clown ass niggas is I never even knew which one was which. I didn't know which one was fresh and which one was I just knew
it doesn't matter.
I just knew Myron because Myron was the stupidest. He was the one that was talking the most and the stupidest, and I knew the other nigga was just brain dead.
It's fucking the Indian nigga and the African nigga.
I mean, I think Myron is African
Indian and
too.
African.
I think he's African too.
It don't matter who fresh and who fit is. They're both little dick bitches.
Myron is the Somalian looking nigga.
Okay.
And then
Indian.
The person who we about to talk about is Fresh. So,
it's the African nigga.
Yeah, so Fresh done got himself.
He's Nigerian.
I understand. I can understand that with his actions. So he done got himself into a situation with a Chinese escort. This nigga done got it pregnant. Got her pregnant.
Her.
That was crazy, right?
Right?
That shit rolled off the tongue.
Your misogyny is showing.
That shit rolled off the tongue.
That's crazy. That nigga was too natural.
That nigga got her pregnant. And so she ends up. Should we play the video, the clip?
I don't think we need to play the clip because Fresh got this woman pregnant, and then he goes on the podcast saying that like
well beforehand, there's in the back and forth, he's asking her like to get rid of it.
Yeah.
She starts doing the whole it's my religion, I can't get rid of the baby type shit, which I hate when y'all do that. Cause it wasn't to get your religion to be on your back taking dick premarital. It ain't, and then you an escort, so you already been taking cash for money. I'm pretty sure that's a sin in your religion.
She's literally just a geisha. It's
like, but
part
don't.
Of their
My
culture.
thing is this: don't lie to me and say that's as part of your cult, your religion to not get an abortion, but it's part of your religion to take dick, but before you get married
for money.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
Because if it's against your religion to have an abortion, then it probably is against that same religion to
take premarital dick
for money
or money. Especially for money.
For money specifically.
But doing it premarital is insane. Like I hate when I hear that.
That usually falls within the same box.
And I hate when I hear that because again, it goes back to my favorite saying. Women are children.
Let's get off the topic of the accountability for the woman. Let's kick this nigga Fresh back in. Because you moved this lady. You with your whole Red Pill podcast, all of the fucking nonsense bullshit that you spew on a regular basis, we're fucking an escort unprotected. Let's very much put,
to be fair
let's
though,
put importance on the unprotected.
To be fair
part.
though, that's not against their rhetoric. Like none of this what's going on is really against their rhetoric.
You know what? To be fair, I have never even watched a clip of theirs, so I wouldn't
saying,
know what their rhetoric is.
The only rhetoric that you could say he did was basically it's doing all that and loving the girl. You can do all the money shit.
Let's get to that though.
If you loving the girl.
Let's get to that after. Because he did all this. He was with the girl, got her pregnant, begged her to get an abortion. Right? She didn't get it. And then he went and dragged her.
Yeah.
And then made it seem like she was just some random hoe that didn't want to get rid of his baby. Come to find out, this girl done met his mother.
I'm not gonna let you get that shit off. Maybe meeting the mama. I done let some joints meet my mama.
Why is Frederick rhetoric?
I'm just saying.
Shut your mouth and look me in my fucking eyes right the fuck now, and tell me you would introduce an escort to Shirley. I didn't
introduce her to worse.
Escort.
I've introduced her to worse. I would have got that shit off. I'm a sick nigga. I done brought the joints around my mama. I'm sorry. So when a nigga bring a joint around his mama, that don't surprise me. I done did it.
The mama not even in this country. You flew this bitch from China, and then you flew the mom from Nigeria. You flew them together.
Link up.
You planned this.
Link up.
You wanted them to. You loved that hoe.
Oh, for sure he did. He did. My thing is this. He loved that bitch.
He loved her.
But to bring your mama around the joints don't mean you love her. That's all I'm saying. I didn't brought my joints around my mama. Cause sometimes my joints be pretty, so I be wanting my mama to see, like, you see what your son doing? Like, easy. She gonna be gone in a week
Why
too.
do you want your mom to know that you knocking shit down? Why is that something that's important to you? We need to unpack that.
I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I just be wanting to let her know. Because you know why? She would say, like, a lot of mean stuff to me as a kid. Like, oh, such ain't girls ain't going to like you for X amount of reason. So I be wanting to show her, like, nah, you was wrong.
Because that's wild.
I'm just saying.
To
that's
me.
What, to bring the joints around your mom?
Yes.
That was never.
Because most men have the idea that, like, you not meeting moms at all unless you're some type of special to me.
No, that was never my thing.
I get that, but would you agree that, like, most men in general, you're not meeting the parents unless you're special to them in some way, shape, or form?
For sure. But that just not
okay.
How...
So we can't say that generally her meeting his mom was not special. So I think like maybe like 10-15% of niggas
that shit
do
over
that.
with now though. Like especially now with the economy, the way a lot of niggas living with their moms now, meeting their mom ain't the same thing that it was anymore. Like it's just different.
Back when I was single, you know, like if you was like picking me up for a date from here Like, I live with my mom, so like I always told niggas, like, you're not special because my mom walked in from work while you was picking me up or some shit like that. Like, you met my mom accidentally. Like, if you met my mom accidentally, that does not fucking count. And niggas met my mom accidentally all the time. I live with the bitch. So, like, the woman. I love you. I love you, mommy. I love you so much. But, like, yeah.
I have a funny story. So, it was homecoming for college. And my mom wanted to come down because she really didn't get to experience her homecoming when she was in school.
I just missed my mouth. Cut that out.
So she was telling me, she came down to come to my homecoming, and she came into my apartment. I didn't know who let her. Somebody let her in, and she walked into my room, and I had a girl with me in the bed.
In the bed.
In the bed when she walked in.
Ooh, I would have been like, I'm so sorry for being a whore, Mrs. Proctor.
No, man. It was like I said. It was my mom was never. She was never not around, not aware of the joints. The joints were around, the work was around, and she seen it.
You had a baby in high school, so she knew you was fucking.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a surprise.
That shit was so funny when that happened too. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Like, I really woke up on some that, like, right next to me and everything. Oh man, that was funny. But no, I like it. Just to me, we never really had that.
To sleep with bitches next to you.
Unfortunately, man, that was the life I was living, man. It was crazy. I was a different kind of nigga, man.
I don't like that at all.
I was 19.
I don't.
Was I? Yeah, I was 19 when that happened. 19, 20. No, I was 19 for sure. But no, that was funny when my mom walked in on that. I forgot she was coming and everything.
How you forget your mom's coming to
homecoming?
Yeah.
No, she was dope though. We had like a little.
That happened to me once, but it wasn't.
We was doing college.
Parents.
We was doing college stuff, and she made a spaghetti.
I remember my ex-boyfriend came to visit me.
Nigga.
Okay, you can tell stories. Now I can tell stories too. My ex-boyfriend came to visit me freshman year on campus, and I was passed out, sleeping with him, and my roommate and both her parents walked in and woke us both up. And I was like, huh.
Fuck that lame nigga.
Okay.
Hope that nigga stubbed his toe. All right, so this is a tweet that I saw on X. They were talking about your girl, Halle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Halle Bailey,
mm-hmm.
Because she had posted a picture of her postpartum or whatever. And I seen a little marks there, but it looked good. It looked good.
She looks good.
She tightened up. So this is, and I want to make sure I say this right. It's Mr. Sotomayor.
Mm-hmm.
That's who post this is. He said, "We have the lowest class of women on earth. Right after having their babies, do they show you the new side of them? Their mom side? This mom side? Nope. They show us how they're right back to being exactly what they were pre-baby. Black women love to let you know that having a baby don't change your life. But that's the problem.
Don't change your body.
Well, he said life. But that's the problem.
But that's not what you're trying to prove. So
can you let me finish this nigga's message?
No.
But the problem is it should be because it does. If you don't want a baby to change your life, then why become a mother? These chicks have babies simply as a bodily function. Nothing more. How does that make you feel?
That's wrong because not just black women post those pictures. First of all, the moms post like snapback pictures all the time. It's just like, it's kind of like it's a weird woman thing. I think women need to stop doing that in general because you just push a whole baby out of you and your body not going immediately back to normal is completely fine. But only celebrities posting snapback pictures is just like, oh, my body hasn't changed because of this baby. I'm still fine as fuck. It has nothing to do with their life hasn't changed, and it's not only specifically black women that are doing this. So I just feel like you don't like black women.
and he may not.
The person who tweeted this.
But I want to get into I want to dive a little bit more deeper into this. So I want to take it off the celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk to it more into, and I think we kind of talked about this a little bit more, but I think it'd be a good time to bring it up. Just the conversation of posting and presenting the pregnant body.
Yeah.
During that time.
I know you have very specific feelings about this.
I do.
And I think your opinion of this is outside of the general norm.
I can see that. But it's just because I just think it's so weird that we have this obsession, especially in our just this post culture, this social media culture, where we have to share something that's so intimate, like childbirth and that experience that women go through. Like,
yeah,
to
you were
me,
saying we, like,
you're right. I mean, you're right.
correct
I just
that.
meant we as people, but
women only.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Women, pregnant people, to be exact, pregnant people go through, and I just think that when we commoditize it, like we make it into just like we take away the power that it really is, like bringing a life into this world, and we just do it for likes. It's like, I understand that 85% of women, the greatest thing they'll ever do in life is bring a child into this world. But I just feel like when you channel it with like social media posts and your obsession for like likes and engagement, and people will be like, oh, you look so beautiful, you're so sweet. Like it takes away from the relationship that needs to be cultivated and the feelings that need to be focused on. And it just makes it into like your little baby TV show that you have. Because like I said, it is something big that women do. And it's probably, like I said, probably the most important thing most women will ever do in their life is bring a kid in this world, and it might be even multiple kids.
It's a very significant moment in your life as a woman.
Yeah, and it may be
person.
To some people, for some pregnant people, that may be the most important thing they ever do. Like the only thing of substance they ever do is birth a child into this world. And it just seems that we just turn it into something that is just like a regular post. Like you post what you ate and stupid stories on the internet, but you want to post your pregnancy, like your body changing and things like that. I just never understand, because it's like people do nasty stuff with those pictures, and they do disgusting things, and like, why would you want to give folks access to that? And even with this, is like that's a byproduct of that, where it's like you want to show up other women. One, when women do that, like, oh, look how I'm snapped back. Like you're showing up other women who don't have
I don't
genetic
like
ability.
That part of that.
And then it's also
only if you have a strong like core do you snap back. It has nothing to do with anything other than genetics.
Yeah, genetics or your whatever kind of training and stuff you may have been doing prior to. But it just seems like we just devalue the experience and we just turn it into likes. Like I understand turning everything almost else into life into likes, but it's like the life that you bringing into this world, why would you want to give people access to that?
I know it seems that way, but like social media for a lot of people is just attention seeking. But for a lot of people also, like non-influencers, if you're a regular person with like 200-300 followers and you know every single one of them, you've met one of them at some point all of them at some point in your life, and you just want to share what's going on in your life, then it's completely normal to, I don't think it's so out of the norm to post your pregnant belly and things of that nature. Like you're the only person I've ever came across that has had this opinion that like sharing your pregnancy and the changes that your body is going through and stuff like that to you is oversharing and oversharing an intimate moment. But to me as a woman, right, like my body is going through changes. I might not necessarily like every change that my body is going through, but I still want to celebrate this because it's such a like integral part of being a woman.
But you're celebrating it with who?
With whoever it is that is your social media platform. For some people, it's thousands of people and people who don't know them. And those are the girls who you're seeing. But for some people, like I have a bunch of people I follow who have like 200 followers, who follow like 200 people, whose circle on social media are only the people who know them and are their intermediate family, friends, coworkers, things of that nature. And if you want to just post so that people who know you can see the progress that you're going through, and also you want to celebrate it and you want to like shout it out from the mountains, I'm pregnant and I'm gonna bring this product of like this abundant love I have with my partner into the world, and I'm so excited about it. And it's not even about attention, it's just about like, oh my God, this amazing thing is happening to me and I want to share it with the rest of y'all. So there I feel like that could be a part of it too, because it always like makes me I know where you're coming from, but it makes me a little bit sad when you say that too, because I do want to share my pregnancy with my loved ones when
But you can send them a picture. Like, that's the thing. Like, all of that stuff, your community and all that stuff, you can send them a picture. And granted,
Yeah,
some
but I
people,
would have to send each of them a picture
oh
individually.
my God. The worst. Like, that's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah, I just think it's a lot of work.
It's just, I mean, it's a lot of work
Personally.
to protect your privacy. To me, that's not a lot of work to protect your privacy.
Because I could just put it on my close friends and just have all the people I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
in one click.
There's a difference though. That's censoring. I'm talking about when you don't have a page that's not blocked. It's like it's not private and all that stuff, and you're just putting it out for public consumption. People put hashtags on this shit when they post this. They do a little week count and all that stuff where people can go and see like that shit is too much of somebody, like, of yourself that you're giving to strangers.
That's basically making your pregnancy content.
Yeah, and that's the problem, where a lot of folks aren't even monetizing and just doing it, and then there's folks who, like, you're literally putting content out there that folks are going to pervert, and they're going to do other things with that content. It's like, that's your sacred moment. This is the thing, like I said, that most people are going to be the greatest thing that you ever do, and then you just give it to the world like it's nothing. Like, you're just giving it out to the world, this experience, this image of you, channeling, like, real energy to bring something else into this world. And you just turn it into another post that someone just likes and double taps on. Like, to me, it's sad to see just the state of where it is. Cause I would just want people to appreciate themselves a little bit more in that regard. Like, have a little more discretion, a little more discreetness with that. I enjoy the girl who went ghost for 9 months, and the next thing you know, she posts a picture of her baby. Like, that's cool. I don't really like doing that, but I'm really much against posting children or any of the experiences with children online.
This man, his whole social media doesn't know he's pregnant for the most part. I mean, he's married for the most part.
I mean, I just don't feel like that's people in regards business unless they want to watch the show and us talk about that.
Yeah. I don't press it because his last social media post before we met was like 3 years ago. So this nigga just don't post on social media in general.
Not on Instagram anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't going to press him regardless. But like, he's one of the people that don't share things on social media. And me, I give updates daily on my life, on my stories. So like, we have very different uses of social media. Like, I'll update people on, like, I'm an oversharer.
Like, I don't mind it if you're making money from it. Like, if I
don't make no money from it.
That's what I'm saying. But like, if we're moving forward and our show grows to a particular way and we have a particular platform where we getting money from posts and stuff like that, then I may have to take a slight, change to my thought on that, because now it's being used to bring in capital. But just to give it away for free is the stupidest shit in the world.
When we garner a larger audience, it's going to be very easy to be obsessed with my life. Yeah. Because I share a lot of it.
But I mean, it's just, it's different when it's being monetized than it is when you're just doing it for free, and then people can pervert the image. At least if they're perverting the image, we got a check for their engagement.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just a little different in that regards. But I wouldn't want to do, if I could, if we were making good money, we didn't have to do that. I wouldn't be like, that wouldn't be my first list. I wouldn't want that to happen. I wish that beforehand I could have prevented, stuff like that to happen, but I just didn't have that kind of, esteem with the individual to do so. But I still expressed the same thing. This isn't something new. I've always had this kind of thought about it. All right,
What's
I think
next?
we got everything on my list. Did you have anything else?
No, I added that little
RFK?
Robert F. Kennedy, because I saw that today and I really wanted to bring it up. But other than that,
yeah, no, we got to everything. We did good. So, we want to wrap it up here? I guess so, right?
Let's wrap it up.
Oh, shit. Let's wrap it up. All right.
It's 11:11.
Make a wish.
Period.
Well, not for you guys at home, because y'all can't do that. It's probably won't be 11:11 when you're watching this. I need to find where is the... Sorry, everybody. I'm still trying to learn my sign out. I'll just cut to it once I find it. All right, so remember, life is a labor of love. So let's keep building these moments together. And remember, your job is not your family. And the only thing that you should exploit is these corporations. Talk FNF TV.
All right, so like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all of the social media platforms at talk.fnf.tv on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all of the things. Love you guys. Bye.